Why are there people who can eat burgers and fries and still have abs? I just drink water and poof. I just want to be able to eat whatever I want and not worry about my weight. What's up guys, my name is Jo and welcome back to my channel. If you followed me on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, then you will know that I often post what I eat, my workouts, me learning to feel comfortable in my body no matter what it looks like. I usually get these comments, which I often respond to by saying, you can eat whatever you want whenever you want. And then I get this. I too have been stuck in a constant yo-yo cycle for years. I thought that I had to punish myself, starve myself, just to feel in control. I would lose 5 pounds at the start of the week, only to gain 5 pounds and more by the end of the week, feeling like I should give up and restart, and the cycle continues. As much as we think that weight loss is the best way to approach health, usually this leads to yo-yo dieting, which isn't all that healthy. One of the best things you can do for yourself after long periods of dieting is to try weight regulation, which is not losing or gaining weight, but just trying to maintain it, no matter what weight that is. It's been 3 years since my weight has finally stayed without major cycles of up and down, and I finally feel more in tune and in control of myself. If you're still thinking, I don't know how to get to that point, you're in luck, because in this video, we are going to be divulging all of the secrets as to how I finally got to a point where I could eat whatever I want and still stay fit. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Hold up, before we get there, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video, and if you also want more notifications when another video comes up, hit that bell. All right, let's get into it. I stopped dieting. What do a lot of people who seem to not worry about their weight or how they look but eat whatever they want have in common? They don't restrict themselves. It's either they've never really gone on a diet their whole life, or they're finally out of the dieting cycle. Here's the thing, diets often disconnect you from the realistic and the sustainable lifestyle that we're actually working towards. There's so many rules and regulations, often fighting what your body really wants, making you feel out of control and stressed. You're probably thinking, well, I'm just gonna go on this diet until I reach my goal body and then I can eat whatever I want. But that's not how it works. I've been there too. If the diet is restrictive and you lose the weight because of restriction, when you remove those restrictions, you will gain the weight back and you will feel out of control. And then you're gonna feel like it's your fault when it's not. Normally, if I were still on a diet, I would probably stop eating this and be like, oh no, I can't have that, never mind. But instead, we are gonna allow ourselves to eat something from the outside world. I stopped thinking of short-term solutions and I started thinking of a long-term approach. Start listening to your body. Another thing we see with a lot of people who can eat whatever they want without seeming to worry about it or their body changing is that they know how to listen to their own hunger and fullness cues. In short, eat when you're hungry, but not too hungry, and stop when you're satisfied, not uncomfortably full. See, diets often disconnects you from your own hunger and fullness cues. Are you hungry? Keep waiting. You want carbs? No, you don't. You ate a cookie? Eat the rest today because you can't eat it again tomorrow. That's why we end up yo-yoing throughout the week, because we starve ourselves at the start and then we end up binging towards the end. When I was on the diet, it was so hard to feel in control. Take away the rules and start focusing on learning about yourself without judgment. In a dieting mindset, I would force myself to finish this whole thing because tomorrow is a new day and I have to restart myself and all of those things. But because I know I can always have this when I want to, it won't affect anything. It's not a big deal. I'm tapping out. I'm full.
So can I finish the food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I let myself eat.
A big part of listening to your body is also making sure you're taking the time to really enjoy the food. It will take a while to regulate your cues, but trust me, when you do, it'll be worth it. I stopped overcompensating for off days. Not gonna lie, this is probably the hardest one. There are still so many days where I feel like I have to stop eating because I ate too much, but we are working on it. Diets create an all or nothing mentality where it's either you have to be perfect all the time, or maybe you should try again. Oh, you ate a cookie? Restart your diet. You missed a workout? Do the whole program over. You don't need to earn or burn off your food. If you ate too much today, that's okay, just eat normally tomorrow. If you're planning to have a big meal later, that's okay, just eat normally today. If you're missing a workout, that's okay, you still need to eat. We had a lot of sweets yesterday. We had ice cream and then we had cookies. Normally I would probably try to skip my breakfast, But we are not doing that. P.S. Drinking laxatives after eating a lot is also a purging behavior. Constant overcompensating will just create a never-ending cycle that's gonna constantly keep us yo-yoing and feel out of control. It's easier to be consistent and to see progress when you're not constantly restarting your journey. And your journey is never going to be perfect, so just learn from these experiences and move on. My therapist told me that you can't be perfect. I don't believe that, but I guess we have to. I eat a balance of food. If you look through my Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, you're probably wondering, why does it seem like all she eats is fast food and sweets and candies? That's because that's the only thing I show you. And that's probably the biggest reason why we feel like other people can eat whatever they want and their body doesn't change. Not that there's anything wrong with gaining weight, by the way. It's not just eating fast food or just eating vegetables. There is an in-between, and that is balance. To find your balance, you have to first stop labeling foods as good versus bad. Because when you eat the bad food, you feel like a bad person. And now all you're eating is yourself with that guilt and shame. You have to eat your favorite foods to avoid major cravings and binges later. And instead of thinking, I can only eat this or only eat that, maybe they can come together. A tendency we have to yo-yo in our routine is that we feel like we can only eat this or that and we can't have a balance of things. So instead, we focus on what to add into our food. Like for example, we have here some mac and cheese, and instead of thinking that we can't have it, we added some eggplant and some protein to help balance it out. Cereal plus fruit, pizza plus salad. And when this happens, you'll finally see why people can eat whatever they want, because they are actually satisfied with their food, that they don't have to go all out all the time, just enough to keep them comfortably satisfied. Remember, healthy food doesn't have to taste bad. Genetics and posing. Some people are born with abs, some people are not. Well, we all have abs technically, but some people are born with it easier popping out and without having to work too hard to make it pop out. Yeah, you get it. Some people are born with fast metabolisms and some people aren't. Genetics dictates where your body will store fat and how your metabolism will adapt to certain things that you do, like dieting. And dieting seriously messes up your metabolism, seriously. Not everything is in your control. Even if we all ate the same amount of food and the same types of food and worked out the same amount of hours and time and we would still all look different. Some people are just more genetically blessed, fitting the standard of society than others. But also that's a problem of the beauty standards itself, where our current standards are not even fit for the Filipino. But that's for another video. Now, it's not to say that because genetics plays a big role, you can give up now. It's just to say that you have to be kinder to yourself just because you don't look like the person you want to. Everybody is different, and that's okay. I'm gonna be honest, the photos that I post online are me not breathing, just pooped, haven't drank water, haven't eaten, and then later on changes. And that's why you probably think her body never changes, she can eat whatever she wants, because I'm only showing you one side of my body. So don't compare your body to other people's body, and don't compare what you eat to what they eat either. So is the secret to eating whatever you want and not gaining weight to track and measure every single gram in calorie? Although a lot of people do that, I don't know if that is sustainable or helpful for everyone. The secret is to focus on having a better connection with yourself and to stop comparing to other people. I know that's not exactly the answer that you wanted, but that's the truth. It's when I stopped trying to control everything that I finally felt more in control. Now, I will say that these secrets / tips, it's not necessarily going to ensure that your body will never change, because bodies are meant to change and that's just a part of life. But these will help you feel more in control of your body and yourself. You don't have to starve yourself or punish yourself to feel in control. You have to nourish yourself and be kind to yourself. That is the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want to. I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget, you always deserve to eat.